Hey, Frank and I here with People Who Grow, the resource that helps you go from idea to done. Today, I am excited to share with you a concept and hopefully to give you an idea that allows you to move forward, to really think about the small, tiny action steps that you take. In front of me, I have the guide that I am sharing with you below. Please download it at your own will. And I'd like to start off with this question. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the projects that you're working with to the point where you haven't taken any form of action? It's so easy, right, to think about how a project is going to take hundreds of hours, and the idea of being able to get there and do everything that you need in order to fully realize it is so overwhelming that just run for the hills, right? You take everything, do anything you can do except get to doing it. So this is a question that's just been interesting, and since we're here to talk about productivity and ultimately how the more we produce enables us to do more, I thought I'd share with you a solution, a concept for your consideration called the 1% solution. 1%. What am I referring to with 1%? 1% means taking the smallest, tiniest little action step you can in order to reach your goal and move forward. What happens is the moment that we think about the big, we think about the ambitious, the goals that are going to consume us and take our time, energy, we enter into a state of panic. But if we can think about small little goals, the specifics, and taking small, continuous little steps, all of a sudden our brain doesn't panic and it says, oh yeah, I can do that. And that's exactly what I'd like to do and share with you today. So how does it work? How can you start using 1% ideas in your life to move forward? Don't be intimidated. I know there's a little bit of math and there's a graph here, but did you know that 1% of your day is only 15 minutes? What you're seeing here on the screen and what you're seeing on this picture is the progression of 1% of improvement over the course of 1 year. That is, if every day for 1 year you were to decide to improve by 1%, meaning you use 15 minutes if you're using time as your measurement, or out of an 8-hour day, you're using 1% of that time to be better, to perhaps be more clear, more focused, something of benefit, ask better questions, you will have improved by 37.8%. What that means is you're growing, you're taking 1.01 and you're taking that to the exponent of 365. Believe me, I'm not a math guy or a math person, but I did kind of do a little bit of research to find out and share this thought with you. In short, if you take a 1% improvement in your productivity, in your life, in your work areas of relationships, family, finances, whatever is mattering and important to you, after the course of a year, your transformation will be dramatic. Now, you can do nothing and remain as you are, and that's okay, I guess, but that's not what you're here, right? Or you could do 1% less every day, and over the course of a year, you will have gone down by 3%. Doesn't seem like much, right? But look at this. Compare a negative 3% to a positive 37.8%, and you're talking about 1,500% or 1,500 points of a difference. Something to rethink about, right? So this week, what's in it for you? What is it that you can start thinking, and how can you take this concept and implement it into your life? Here's the action step. Begin to take a few moments, a few seconds even. Don't go into the minutes, but seconds, to ask yourself a small question in the area that you're looking to move forward. Here's an example for you to consider. That question is, what is one small step I could take toward reaching my goal in, if you're at work, if you're in your health, your relationships? Ask that question. Ask it with enough repetition, and not only will you begin to see how you start to make progress, but you also will begin to take the monstrosities of projects and ideas, and you'll start to go specific. One of our readers asked, that let's say they're building a website, right? And that website is a huge project that seems overwhelming and you have no idea where to start. The question that I would ask using this approach of the 1% idea is, what is one small step I can take towards reaching my goal of building a website? And what would come to mind for me at this moment is something like, maybe I could Google the beginning steps of building a website and make a list. That's it. If that's too much, I can maybe say, maybe I would send a text message to someone who knows what they're talking about. Or maybe I would say, pick a name. Start with a name. You see, what is this one small step I can take? That could be something like, I could write it down on my sheet of paper. I could write down one word. It's about construing down into very specific action steps what is available for us. As always, any questions, any thoughts? If you appreciate this, let me know. I'm here to help in this journey. It's been a pleasure, as always. Hope you enjoy it.